Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Photon Academy. My name is Harshvats, and today we will talk about how to create an alert for an error in input message using Excel VBA. So, in previous videos, I have told you how to create an input message using Excel VBA. So, this type of input message we have created, and we have done sorting using this type of input message. But now the question arises, like if we put some numeric value and some integer or some string in spite of these three options, what will happen? So now we do not know, and we know that if something will return for that, it will again go back to our VBA. So we do not want that, and we want an alert message that person have written wrong and person knows. And this is a technique that through which you know that there is something wrong with which person have written it. And otherwise, if other person in spite of you write something in that and person did not get any result, he thought this is not working. So it is important that you create an alert for input message if something wrong is typed or something wrong been done in your place. Now let's move forward and talk about the point to be discussed in today's video. In this video, we will talk about how to create an alert in Excel VBA. After that, we will tell you how to introduce the message box for alert. And thirdly, in the end, we will tell you how to reprompt after the alert. So in this video, we use the input message. If something is wrong typed, then it will ask for, do you want to do it again? Then it will ask for yes or no. And if the yes is clicked, then it will go back again to our user interface. Now, if it isn't, it is no, then it will stop. So how do we code for it? Now let us go into the Excel and understand how do we code for it. Now we are in Microsoft Excel. So this is our data that has a division category Jan, Feb, March and total expense. And this is what our data looks like. Now in my previous video, I have coded for a input box in which we can do a division, category sort and total sort just by doing a click on an automated input box. And how do we know that we coded for it? You should go into the developer tab. In a developer tab, you have a Visual Basic. When you click on it, you will see a Visual Basic editor. In a Visual Basic editor, you will see all the codes which you have done for coding an input message. Like if I put it on the side of the window, if I click on a run, you will see there is a input box that asks for enter numeric value to sort by division, sort by category, sort by total. But what if it is not, the number that the person entered is within this criteria? Like I put on 4, then what happened? Let's see. Let's click on OK. Now you will see it is again returned back to our Visual Basic editor. Why? Because we have just given the introduction what will happen when answer is 1, 2 and 3, but we haven't guided the VB editor to do what will happen when if it is other than 3, then what we will do. So in that case, we should code for something, and for that we will do it now. Now we will go for coding something for alert. So how do I do it? Just before doing anything, just put it on a full screen so you can code for something. And after the total sort, so in my previous video I have told you about this whole code. You can go into my previous video and see how do we typed it and how each of it meant. Now after total sort, just put on enter and just come back here, so it will be vertical hierarchy else. So uh, now we need like what will happen when something is else rather than 1 2 3. Then there should be a message box which says what it says, invalid. Just put in capital invalid. After that put an exclamation mark, invalid value. After value you can type the exclamation mark, just here only, invalid value, try again. So You can put something like this, and after that just put it close. Now now we will see if we run this what will happen. So we put it on the side and again just click on the run in here. So now again it run. Now we will put 4. Now we will OK. So now you will see a new box will appear on our screen, that is invalid value, try again. But when we put on OK, what will happen? It again go back on VBA. So it doesn't know what to do when it run on Excel VBA. When it run on invalid try again, then it put out OK. Now it doesn't know what we will do, but we now know we want to do what. We want a command, that means we want a certain thing that says, like if something had happened, it should be yes or no. And on the basis of yes or no, we should know what we will do. Now what we should go for. So again we put on full screen. Now what we will do. So now we just put a comma, and now you can see there are a lot of buttons in which we can do some certain things. Like in here you can see button as VBA message is equal to VB OK only. So it is now OK only. I do not want OK only, I want yes and no option. So you could search in here. So this is yes, no or cancel option. So I will go for the VB yes, no. Just double click it, and after that just enter. Now you will see a compile error, expected is equal to. That means there is certain error that I have done and I have to try make it right. And how to do that? Certainly in Visual Basic application there are always certain error happens and you doesn't know what you should do. But you should always take a hint from it and look on work on it. And how will I know that something is missing? Expected is equal to. Now what is equal to, let's keep it OK. Now what we will do, because if we have put yes and no, then what it should be? Because the question is like if certain thing is yes and certain thing is no, if you put on yes then what will happen, if certain thing no what will happen. So there is certain where the digit will go, because there is no integer left, there is no you can say variable left, because user input is always used, prompt message is already used, there is no input left. So we have to create one variable for it, so that the thing that is yes or no will be stored in that variable. So again we will go in here, we put on enter, and we put a where we create a new variable, that is try again as integer. Now we have created a new variable, so we have a third variable now, and again we will get in here. Now we put try again is equal to, and now we put on enter. Now you will see there will be a no error, because there was not any variable available to go and store yes or no option, but now it has. Now now we will what we will do. So now you have to give an answer for yes or no, and if the answer is yes then what will happen, if the answer is no then what will happen. So now we will write for if statement. If if try again is equal to 6, then, so why I have written a 6? Because yes is a fixed constant for 6 number and no is a fixed statement for 7 number. So there are certain integer that is already fixed for certain digits, like I have told you yes is for 6, no is for 7. So like if try again will result it into 6, then it should before that we should close, and if now just put on enter so we can write within it. Now what it should do, it should just run the interactive input box, because this is the basic command we want again. If it's yes then it should run interactive input box, and if it is no it is left alone and it should not work again. Now this is complete our input box and with alert. Now let's run it. Now we will run this code. Again, we will put on the side screen in here, and again it is put on the side screen. After that, just run this and run this like if there is certain value that is apart from this. So we will put 4. We put OK. Now invalid value, that is OK, that we put in alert. Then invalid value, try again. Yes, I want to try again. Then again it will run. So again it will ask me, and what I will do, what will happen when I put on no, then click on 4 again, then try again. No, do not want to try again. So it will return to the Visual Basic Editor because it is now stored in try again variable. So this is how you create an alert for your input message. So this is very essential to learn and remember, because it will help you in long term, that if you do not let any backspace or any space to create a problem for you in a future. So this is a complete automation process and will help you in a long term. So I hope you have learned everything by creating a basic input message and creating an alert for the input box. So this is how you do it for normal sorting, and you can apply it for the different purposes. It's your own choice. So with this point, I am going to end this video, and I hope your all queries have been cleared. And if not, kindly write us in comment section. We will surely get back to you. If this video helped you in any way, kindly drop us a like, and don't forget to subscribe our channel for amazing videos. Till then, have an amazing and good day.